Our show is all about kind of creating magic. You know, those special moments around your house where you just look and go, oh, my house is pretty, or my home, whatever it is, house, home, apartment, condo, wherever you might live. How do you make it just that extra special space? Well, this is one of those, and it happens to be one of the all-time most popular items we do when we do our home decor shows, and they are fabulous. It's that Mercury glass that is so incredibly popular, that is lit from within, and they're hangable jars, and they're really large ones. They're not your teeny little Mercury glass jars, mason jars. They're the big guys. Look how awesome that is. So what do you have? You're actually getting a set of 3. Now these retail for $80. We've had them on the air for almost $50, and tonight with only 3 colors left, and this afternoon, I'm pretty sure they're gonna sell out pretty soon. We have it on the best price we've ever had, so it's the last chance at it. And we also have 2 flex pays and reduced shipping and handling just for today. What are the colors? Well, here we go. It's gonna be quick. That's the gold, #1 best-selling. Personally, I kind of dig in the purple color. So we have gold. This is called amethyst. So you'll see the amethyst. And then finally, oh, I'm so glad we have the classics. We have the silver. And of course, Alexander's rejoining me. Hi, Alexander, welcome back.
Hello, how are you? Aren't these absolutely beautiful?
Love these.
You are right. If you were with me earlier today, we had a table full of colors, and already we're down to 3 colors. The amethyst is breathtakingly gorgeous. I love the gold, so if you want to mix your metals, you can do the gold with the silver. So pretty. Now, what's amazing about these jars is you're thinking, mason jars, maybe I've seen that, or Mercury glass, more Mercury glass. Mercury glass is still one of the hottest trends going on. The mason jar is still one of the hottest decorating trends. Remember I told you about the wedding? There were mason jars everywhere. These are oversized, 6.5 inches tall. I have a large hand, and look, my hand is going inside, and what's inside? More of our fabulous micro LED lights. So each one of the jars, you're receiving 3 jars. 3 strands of lights with the little battery pack. You're receiving the batteries. You're receiving the remote control, all of the lids, and the hanging jars. I mean, what a configuration. This is a lot
all
of
I'm going to say is if you are having that Pinterest-style wedding, or even the baby shower, or the cookout, I would get as many of these as I can. Honestly, I would get multiples, because you know what? You can take those insides out and use them on the wreaths and on the vases and everywhere else.
Absolutely.
But hanging these from a tree, and they light up, and you've got the remote.
You use the remote, and they start to flash. See, they're twinkling.
Oh,
and then it turns off.
Wait,
see?
do it again.
So you turn it on. So that's steady. Now,
so it
I
can
have
be
to tell
solid
you,
on.
in my home, they come on in the evening and they're steady. So I prefer to have them steady in my home. But when I'm entertaining, if I'm on my patio, or I have a couple of them in my trees or all over the lanai, they're really pretty. Then with my remote control, I can just walk around, point, 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 and it's so dazzling. This is stunning.
Like, wait, let's do it. Hang right there. Can you imagine, this is your tree. We're being your tree right now. Act like a tree. And then look at these. Can you imagine how magical any event? It could be a birthday party, that cookout, the barbecue.
Your friends coming over Sunday night.
Your friends coming over, just have it, hang them in the tree. I love this. Now, I wish we had all the colors, but that's a great idea. Because you know what? They look good during the day, and they look spectacular at night, too.
They absolutely do. By the pool, they're absolutely gorgeous. I love this on the patio, near your hot tub, or underneath the umbrella if you have a counter outside. They're hanging in the tree. And remember, once they're placed there, the lid is watertight. Even the battery pack is watertight. Look at this inside your home, how they would look on your dining room table, on a sideboard. You can go around your yard or the pool deck before your company arrives, and using a remote control. These are the items that a decorator or a party planner would incorporate and charge a fortune. And you can replicate that look so effortlessly for an inexpensive amount of money by purchasing these from Winter Lane and HSN. They're darling, they're beautiful, and they're bright.
Well, and I think with the silver and the gold, that gives you so many options, because certainly you could go super elegant. Oh, look at that idea.
Right.
Take the lid off and put flowers inside it.
Sure.
Yeah, that's amazing. But think about it. If you got the silver or gold, that's year round. So you could do everything from a really, really beautiful table setting for a very fancy event to the backyard barbecue, and then to holidays. So it covers all the holidays. And so it's every day, special times, or the holidays. But we'll never do this price again. Now here's the story. We have now sold 2,500. We only have 3 colors left. This is definitely your last chance at this. And what I love is the jars are so cool. So even if you took the lights out, which of course with me, I'd be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna use the lights for a lot of other things. Maybe I wanna decorate a wreath in my front porch, but you have 6 string lights that are battery operated and remote control. You have 3 of the string lights. You have 3 of the jars.
Right.
So think of all the crazy combinations you could use them for.
Absolutely. I know that we're showing you some ideas of how we use them at holiday. I don't know if we still have the photo, but we look at this. This is my home. We're going to show in just a moment. This is my home. This is the black sideboard table that I have in my living room, and I'm obsessed. I put 3 of them there, and in the evening, I like to work out in that room, and the light is dancing in the background. I have not had a person walk into my home that didn't say, what are those? Those are gorgeous. See them at night? They're illuminated. This has nothing to do with holiday. This is beautiful illumination and lighting up your home year round. I've had my Mercury glass orbs out all year in my wall unit. I've had the mason jars out for a few months now. They are breathtaking. They come with the batteries. They come with the lid. They come with the 3 lighted packs inside. They come with the hangers. You know, it's really everything. They're oversized. You know what it is, Suzanne? They are far more chic than anything that you're seeing in the marketplace right now. That is really, you know, they look upscale. It's far more chic than anything you can find at your craft store. You couldn't even replicate this. If you tried to copy this, you wouldn't be able to do it.
And Alexandra, just because we're not going to get to these in the show, but she's talking about the orbs, we have a set of 3, and they are LED controlled orbs as well that sit flat, so, and they match these. So if you really want to go for it, like, do you have that special occasion coming up and you want that table to look just breathtaking, or the centerpiece of the buffet table to just be like, wow, this is going to look great, or you just want your home to look great.
Even right here,
look, we've got you have a set of 3, and Rocky, if you can, we'll try to put an item number down, and it's in the matching colors of our mason jars.
Yes, they
are.
So
please ask about those. They're great home decor, and the surprise is they light up as well.
Yes.
So they're beautiful. Like, every designer I would ever meet loves circular. They love orb things. They just look great, like you. They look great in a room.
They look so good.
And these light up as well, so I want to point that out. But here we go. Rocky, can you do me a favor, our lovely, handsome producer? Which is the most limited of the 3 that we have left? This is your last chance to get these.
That's
okay, the amethyst is
because it's spring. Look
most
how beautiful.
limited.
Look how gorgeous.
Right.
And if you love purple or pink, you're going to be obsessed with that.
Look at the 3 of them just together.
They're
they
absolutely
look
gorgeous.
Like, it makes a statement without doing anything more than that. Right. So if you're decorator challenged, talk to the decorator challenged folks.
You know, when I put decorator challenge, we make it so easy for you. I mean, you'll see that they complement each other. The mason jars are going to complement the Mercury orbs, and they're going to complement the beautiful canvases that we're going to be sharing with you momentarily. But you saw on my sideboard, I didn't do anything special. I literally just spread them out. I have some photo frames in between. I have a beautiful glass hurricane that's in between, and it's stunning. Why? It's a gorgeous injection of color. It's different. It's illumination in the evening. It's something that's a talking point when you have guests coming over. You'll really be the gal that, you know, feathers her nest so beautifully. Can I do it?
Well, and you don't have to be that gal naturally.
Right.
You don't. You can you literally can stick them on your mantle, and all of a sudden people go, oh, that's so pretty. Or you could, I love it, in the summertime when you don't use your fireplace, put all 3 of these in a row in the fireplace, and every night they light up with this magic. So you don't have to be a good decorator to look like you are, and this is kind of one of those little tricks. Here's the story though. We have 200 left of the amethyst. I have about maybe 600-700 in the gold and in the silver. This is your last chance because it's on sale, and normally this has been, and very successful, at almost $50. We're about 50% off, right? Half off? No, yeah, we're about, I'm terrible at math. I talk for a living. Clearly I don't do math for a living. It's 50% off. And the other big key, notice there, the 2 flex pay is for right now. It's only for today. And again, oh my gosh, just imagine what'll happen. It doesn't matter where your space is. You could be in the littlest condo or the littlest apartment, or you could be in a great big house. You might have just a little deck, or you have a huge yard. These will create magic. And if you can swing it with that flex pay, because the flex pay makes it $12.48. If you've got someone's birthday and you know you're gonna have people over, you can instantly make magic. You could put them along your walkway, up the stairs. Now they're not, well, no, they really will, because you can screw the lid on.
Yeah, the lid is
They could take the weather a bit, couldn't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you see the little pop of color? I like to keep a very neutral background in my home because I like to change out for seasons after season quite often. And I found that it was just such an easy way to add a lot of color and really be a talking point. And it just really warmed my heart. It made me feel so good. So you can see them in the evening, how they light up that room so that, you know, my daughter who's maybe afraid of going down the hallway to grab some water on her own, when she sees the illumination, she's more inclined to walk down on her own.
But look at them, 3 of them with a couple candles. Are you kidding me? How
If you
awesome
took the
is that?
battery pack out, you could put water inside and put some fresh flowers in there.
Beautiful.
If you're going to be hosting a Mother's Day brunch, I'm thinking about hosting a Mother's Day brunch, this would be great on your table. And then you could give this as the party favor or give the set for your Mother's Day gift, because when your mom comes over and she sees these, she's going to want a set. Also, next week is Teacher Appreciation Week here in Florida, and I know that that's going on throughout the end of the year, you know, year-end gifts for the teachers. Your teacher, if she receives a set of this for her home, she will love you. That child will be her favorite student next year. So they're great for gifts. They're great for Mother's Day. They're a beautiful accent piece for your home. If you're planning a party, they're great. We did this on the Monday night show a few weeks ago with Adam, maybe a month ago, and we had them on the patio, and it completely made the patio. We had them on the fireplace. We had them on the deck, on the chairs there, on the tables there, and it really made the scene.
And I want you to point out the remote control too. So even if you're inside the house and you're like, okay, now these also have a timer, so you can set it and forget about them. But I thought this remote was great. You walk around, the party's about to start, and you want them to blink, or you want them to be solid, or you can leave them on the timer. So I love the fact you have all these options. You don't have to unscrew it. Get in there, turn it on or off, or set it.
Use your remote control.
You can either set it or forget about it, because it'll come on every night at the same time, or you can use remote control to kind of play with it.
And it's coming with the remote control.
Oh, really? Oh, this is it. The amethyst, 150 left. I only have 300 left in the gold.
Look how
and then
fast
I
that
have
went.
just a little bit more in the silver. And I do want to highlight the silver, guys, because that's classic Mercury glass right there.
Yes, it is.
When you see classic old-fashioned Mercury glass, it is in silver. It's not in color. And I think, again, think silver jewelry, that icy coolness, how it makes every room just look great. Why do we love silver jewelry? It's that icy color of silver. And now you've got it in just such a romantic, wonderful way to be able to very easily just add that wow to any room.
It's gorgeous. I want to just remind you of a few things, because I really follow what you're saying on the chat, on our community page, or on our comments. When you open the box, the batteries are in the styrofoam right underneath. These are really well packaged, so you don't have to worry about them breaking at all. They come packaged. The batteries are included. I don't want anybody to tell me that the batteries aren't there. They're underneath the package, and so is the remote control. You will pop those into the case, and you'll put them inside, and they're ready to go. No two jars on this table are alike. You'll see that the striations and the patterning with the Mercury glass and the way that this is made, each one is different, so don't worry about the different textures and patterns, but you'll love them with the batteries, waterproof, the handles, the colors.
And I just want to say, if you're familiar with a big mason jar, it's chubbier and bigger than that.
Yeah.
It's very surprising how large this is. So it's not those little skinny kind of mason jars. It's like an oversized, think about like a, you know, a big old applesauce jar?
Yeah.
That's about the size of it. That's a big applesauce jar.
Big applesauce jars, yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
so you get a set of 3, and don't forget, because I know we got to wrap it up, you can use these lights for anything else. Yep. So if you're not using it here, take these and put them on wreaths and decorate your home. I love it. And it's got the remote control, and you get the batteries. All right, the amethyst last call, the gold last call. What I will have left, and only maybe about 500, will be the 3-pack of silver.